really, when we think about funds from America First, it's going to allow us to purchase those donations that we normally would not get. For example, diapers for our Moab facility, specific sizes of onesies for our Salt Lake facility, shoes for our teenagers in Ogden. Those are some of the ways that we've been able to use those funds effectively for the donations, to offset the donations we haven't been able to get.
We've had to purchase supplies such as to-go only containers and other things like that. And so that is how the America First Credit Union has helped specifically with our agency through COVID.
We increased our served from 350 to 600 each week. And we also increased the number of items that go into each food bag. Having America First funding has been crucial to us meeting those needs.
We try to have a quality product, so kind of healthy food, if you will, granola bars, and not just something that's all sugary and all fat. So that's what we've used with America First, has been able to help us provide that very nutritious meal.
Some of the money that we got from America First has gone to help so kids are still getting fed over the weekend. It's not a lot of food like it normally is with our Bridging the Gap, but at least they're getting something, and it's three meals that they can enjoy.
America First has also helped us this year with shoes for our kids for back to school, and they have also helped with towels and sheets for our quarantine and isolation folks. So not only does the funding go directly to our operations, but it helps us be creative with the other funding that we receive to make sure that everyone has their needs covered.
As we were moving into the COVID world, we ended up having a lot of new kinds of expenses that we hadn't had before. And it was really important to us to have private dollars supplementing the different government contracts we have so that we had that flexibility. And we used a lot of that kind of support like you brought to the table to help us purchase some of the PPE for our staff, to really invest in the kind of disinfecting tools that we needed, some of the sprayers and things like that.
The funding from America First has helped during the pandemic because it fills in the gaps where federal dollars or more restricted grant dollars can't be used. So I'll give you an example. We have a client in the shelter right now who's taking engineering classes. America First money helps pay for the books for her to take those classes. I have other clients who, one of the biggest barriers they have is they've never been able to get their driver's license. And America First has helped fund driver's license classes and the use of a vehicle so that they can go and get their driver's license.
America First Credit Union has provided almost 200,000 meals into Southern Nevada. We could not be more grateful or appreciative of your organization and your employees and their time and great big hearts. Thank you.
Funding from America First and similar type of partners allow us to sort of be responsive to the needs of the community. Whereas, it's kind of an arduous process to go through, a grant amendment to, your federal grant and getting approval and changes and so on. And as much as we rely on those funds, we're better at what we do with our community partners' support.
Last year when we found out that you had chosen to help support us, I was really humbled and really grateful, especially when I went to the banquet and I saw all the organizations that you had picked to help, and they were so much larger than we were. And I thought, well, really humbled that we were picked, and really, really grateful because you did that. We are still here, and this coming year is our 25th anniversary, and it should have been sad if we wouldn't have made it to our 25th anniversary. So I am forever grateful.